Breaking news out of Madison, Wisconsin. Grand jury returns indictments charging gun, drug, tax and immigration crimes. Madison, Wis. A federal grand jury in the Western District of Wisconsin, sitting in Madison, returned the following indictments today. You are advised that a charge is merely an accusation and that a defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty. Grant County man charged with drug and gun crimes. Dustin Caya, 34, Mount Hope, Wisconsin, is charged with possessing 50 grams or more of methamphetamine with the intent to distribute, possessing a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime, and being a felon in possession of firearms. The indictment alleges that on June 1, 2018, he possessed methamphetamine and a loaded .22 caliber rifle. The indictment also alleges that on June 1, 2018, he possessed 17 firearms that were loaded, including 9 rifles, 3 shotguns, and 5 handguns. If convicted, Caya faces a mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years and a maximum of 40 years in federal prison on the methamphetamine charge. The charge of possessing a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime has a mandatory penalty of 5 years in prison, which would be served consecutive to any term imposed on the methamphetamine charge. The felon in possession charge carries a maximum penalty of 10 years. The charges against Caya are the result of an investigation by the Grant County Sheriff's Department, Richland, Iowa Grant Drug Task Force, Prairie du Chien Police Department, and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. The prosecution of this case is being handled by Assistant U.S. Attorney Darren Halverson. Madison man charged with illegally possessing a firearm and ammunition. Kenneth W. House Jr., 20, Madison, Wisconsin, is charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition. The indictment alleges that he possessed a loaded .380 caliber handgun on July 26, 2018. If convicted, House faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in federal prison. The charge against him is the result of an investigation by the Madison Police Department and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. The prosecution of this case is being handled by Assistant U.S. Attorney Corey Stephan. The indictments against Dustin Caya and Kenneth W. House Jr. have been brought as part of Project Safe Neighborhoods, PSN, a program that has been historically successful in bringing together all levels of law enforcement to reduce violent crime and make our neighborhoods safer for everyone. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has made turning the tide of rising violent crime in America a top priority. In October 2017, as part of a series of actions to address this crime trend, Attorney General Sessions announced the reinvigoration of PSN and directed all U.S. attorneys' offices to develop a district crime reduction strategy that incorporates the lessons learned since PSN launched in 2001. Beloit woman charged with drug crimes involving cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine. Deshawn, pronounced Deshawn Savage, 23, Beloit, Wisconsin, is charged with possessing cocaine with intent to distribute, possessing a mixture of heroin and fentanyl with intent to distribute, and possessing 28 grams or more of crack cocaine with intent to distribute. The indictment alleges that she possessed cocaine on August 25, 2017, that she possessed a mixture of heroin and fentanyl on January 20, 2018, and that she possessed crack cocaine on June 15, 2018. If convicted, Savage faces a mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years and a maximum of 40 years in federal prison on the crack cocaine charge. The other 2 charges each have a maximum penalty of 20 years. The charges against Savage are the result of an investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Beloit Police Department, and Rock County Sheriff's Office. The prosecution of this case is being handled by Assistant U.S. Attorney Darren Halverson. Beloit woman charged with tax crimes. Kimberly Harrison, 46, Beloit, Wisconsin, is charged with 29 counts of willfully aiding the preparation of false and fraudulent income tax returns. The indictment alleges that the returns falsely represented that the taxpayers were entitled to claim income and deductions, including false business income and false education credits and charitable donations. The indictment alleges that the false returns were filed in 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. If convicted, Harrison faces a maximum penalty of 3 years in federal prison on each count. The charges against her are the result of an investigation by IRS Criminal Investigation. The prosecution of this case is being handled by Assistant U.S. Attorney Daniel Graber. Mexican national charged with illegally re-entering U.S. Jose Alberto Alonso Manzano, 26, a citizen of Mexico found in Middleton, Wisconsin, is charged with illegally re-entering the United States after previously being deported. The indictment alleges that he was found in the United States on July 17, 2018. If convicted, Alonso Manzano faces a maximum penalty of 2 years in federal prison. The charge against him is the result of an investigation by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The prosecution of this case is being handled by Assistant U.S. Attorney